Hello, and welcome to episode 147. My book is on the wrong side, hold on. There we go. Also known as the disheveled edition. I don't know what you guys do with these things. I don't hang my shirts, most of them, because that would require me to hang them and have millions of hangers and stand in the closet looking at hanging things, and that's just not going to happen. So I usually fold most of them, especially now since I don't have one of those dressy work positions. I don't get dressed up to go to work, I get dressed down. And so my little stringy things are going to be hanging out here. I should just cut them off. I'm sure that was the intro you were looking for. It is early. I've had 3 hours of sleep. So if I'm a little discombobulated, what have you. But this episode needs to get recorded. It needs to get up. Prizes need to be talked about. Really, it was just Bebop, who decided in the middle of the night that something was amiss. I'm not sure if he was cold or if he had to poop. I took him outside. He did not poop. Did not poop until this morning. But, woke me up nice and ridiculous. And then I couldn't get back to sleep and blah, blah, blah. Yimmer, yimmer, yimmer. And since I had everything planned, I was going to record yesterday, but that didn't happen. Such is life. And so I need to record today, and I need to get this up. Probably won't be up till later, because it takes a while. This is just a gong show. That's what it is. It's the gong show, but it's the prize gong show, so you'll put up with me. I don't have a lot of knitting to talk about, but let's get that through. Because if you don't want to stick around for prizes, you don't have to. But you should at least see what I'm knitting on, right? Like, I've been working on things. I've been warping a lot. FYI, the sock weight Armed Forces colorways will be coming out the end of this week, beginning of next week. I don't know. Watch the Knitter's Nightmare board. And there will be fiber too, because I'm crazy. Apparently, everything at once, if I can. So, some things that I've seen work include, but are not limited to. I didn't bring in my needlepoint, so you don't get to see that. This is a knitting podcast. I worked on the Puppy Love socks. And the purple and the green are not showing up half as vibrant as they actually are. I got to put in my afterthought heel spot. Ta-da! Yeah, holding back here, and the purple looks really dark. But the green looks a lot lighter than it actually is. It's very emerald green. And there it is in the skein with a fuzz, which I'm guessing is related to cross-stitching. This is the Puppy Love colorway on the Batty sock base. It is, of course, a snuggle colorway. Not a snuggle colorway as in blah, blah, blah. It's just they're colorways that will only be run during the snuggle time. Aside from at shows, yarn shows. Basically, any of the limited editions, that's how it works. You have to wait until the next year to get them. So, my apologies if you did not purchase one, but you can get some at SSK if you're going. If you're not going, then you can wait till next year. Because I'm a bitch. Actually, no. I'm just really busy. I don't know. I may do another one at some point. And really? Seriously? If it can fall down, it's going to fall down right this instant. As far as the squares go, I got 3 more done. There is one I started, but I didn't bring it in here. It's sitting in the living room where I knit when I can sit on the couch. If you will follow me on Instagram, you may have seen the picture of Bebop and Petrie curled up together on top of pillows on the couch. Yeah. I was not allowed to sit on the couch last night. Thanks, guys. So I have this one. This is in Aubergenius by Socks That Rock. I used it to make my mother's, what did I use it to make my mother's? Make my mother's Hogwarts Express. There we go. The Hogwarts Express. This is my yarn. Knitter's Nightmare in skeleton sock in the Madame Raz colorway. I had leftovers after I knit the socks for show purposes. I have one pair. I need to get a few more pairs so like I actually have like show things. There's gonna be cowls and hats and once I get there, I'll get there. I have a few months to get there. I can knit up some show samples. And then this one, which is, I forget what the colorway is. I think it's the Great Adirondack Yarn Company. Don't quote me on this. It was a gift from my hubby when we first started seeing one another, and I knit socks out of it. They were Cookie A socks. They have since been eaten, but this was some leftovers. I'm working on another socks that rock square. So 3 more squares going into the pile. I think we hit 30. I think I've hit 30. I think I'm actually at the point where I think 30 is a quarter of the way or something like that. Deadline knitting, please stop. Please stop. Speaking of deadline knitting, the last thing I have on my needles to show you, and I'm going to open up my iPad. I'm going to need this anyway. Ooh, you're at 18%. I need to charge you when I'm done this. You think I would have written down the pattern? No. No, I didn't. I put jacket. Because I'm so smart. I'm like, let's just be glad I'm wearing pants. I am wearing pants. Okay, so this is the Sunnyside Cardigan by Tanis Lavallee. I'm not sure how you want to pronounce it. In Canada, it would be Lavallee. But it might be Lavallee. There's an excellent aigu on the first E. Tanis. There you go. And it is a baby jacket. I am making it out of Patton's Croy. Vintage Patton's Croy. This stuff's from the 70s, yo. And it has a little cable detail down the front and little raglan cables that are cute. I have picked up the first arm, the second arm, and the first arm. I'm telling myself, see, I always get stuck on arms, but this has a really long cord. I am using 3.5 US 4 3.5 millimeter needles, and telling myself it's a very warped sock. For now, I'm just pretending it's a screwed up sock to get these done, to get these sleeves done, so I can put buttons on. There will be a matching hat and matching booties, and this is because the baby who this is for has been born, and he resides in New Zealand, which means it is also summer. So this is for the 6 month, the 3 to 6 month, because let's face it, it's spring here, so it's going to start being fall there. It's starting to be spring here. That's iffy, given the snowfall expected. But starting to be spring here, so it'll be starting to be fall there. He's just born, so the 3 to 6 month size. Having seen how big he popped out, I'm wagering this will be good for fall winter wear. And it does have the longer sleeve. Here's the cardigan. It's a free cardigan. There you go. By Tanis Fiber Arts, if you didn't guess. You can either do the girly version with the picot and the lace, or the more masculine. I suppose you could go either way, but I went with the cables just because he's a he. And I find the lace, that particular lace, to be a little too effeminate for a man. Whatever gender stereotypes, I'm not going into. I don't believe in gender stereotyping children, but the long and short of it is, it's easier to cable, okay? This needs to be banged up fast so I can get it in the mail, and it's easier for me to cable without a cable needle. So I wasn't even going to argue, and I think that particular lace pattern might be a bit girly. I'm not sure if he wants to be a masculine man or a non-masculine man, or in touch with his feminine. He just got born. This will work. Let's not get into a giant gender debate. It's just a sweater. It is, of course, in this weird tealy, bluey green. It's not going to show up no matter how I try. It actually matches my hair. There we go. That's pretty accurate. It's cute. No. Before anyone asks, no. This does not make me want babies at all. It doesn't. Me and babies? No. Just because I have a bunch of people who have been drinking the water and popping out the puppies does not mean I'm going to go having babies right now. My husband's being sent away for a year. Let's not even think about it, okay? Okay? Fort Knox up in this stuff. I'm sure you needed to hear that. Oh crap, I forgot to grab my spinning. And we are back. I actually got up and went and got this, because this is the last basic thing I have to talk about until we're into Snuggles Prizes. So you get a total of like 15 minutes. Of actual knitting content before we hit Prizeville. I spun this on the weekend. Ta-da! It is a really crappily spun yarn. I say crappily, actually, it's not, it could be worse. I've spun way worse. I shouldn't say crappily. I didn't spin it with any intention. How's that? I did not spin, I wasn't like, I'm going to take my time and do this really fine and then do a 2-ply or do a 3-ply. No. I was like, I'm going to spin this thing dirty. Down and dirty. Quick. I just want to bang it out. Because I just feel like spinning, and I figured I would practice my long draw, which I'm getting a little better at. This is the Spunky Eclectic, I believe it's December Club for 2013. Not 100% sure, don't quote me on that, but it is the Snow Forts colorway on Mash'em. And it is pretty. It's 4 ounces, I got 200 and some odd yards. It needs to be washed and thwacked and dried and all that good fun stuff. It has hints of blues and whites and pinks and purples, and I will never spin Mash'em again. Never. Actually, I shouldn't say that. I probably will if I come across it, but or if it's another club or something. I am not a fan. It is definitely closer to a long wool. And while it will make a great outer garment, it's a little floopy. While it will make a great outer garment, and it does have its merits in its metal, it would be good for felting. It's a little too rugged for me. I want to wear. I'm a bad boo. Can I talk? When I spin, I tend to spin with the intention that I'm going to make something that I wear as outerwear or close to my face. So it's either going to be a hat, a shawl, a cowl, mitts of the fingerless variety. Like to date, I've made 3 hand-spun sweaters. They're all outerwear, and they're all meant to be worn over top of things. I tend not to make the rougher stuff because if I want it next to my skin, I don't want it to be itchy. Which does play back to the fact that I am actually allergic to wool. How's that one for you? When I was younger, and when I was tested, I had severe allergies to wool, and pets, cats in particular. As you can see, that has done nothing to stop me in my ways. So it's not a severe allergy or anything, and I may have grown out of it. I may have just, stuck myself around enough wool that it wasn't a big problem. But the scratchier wools do tend to get to me, so I tend not to wear them close to my body. Having said that, I have no problem knitting them for other people, making them wear them close to their body. Because I'm mean. It's also very good for making monsters. However, whenever I make a monster, I have to do it in 4s, and that just makes me mad. Although now that there are so many babies drinking the water, so many people drinking the waters and having babies, and I swear, every 3 seconds someone's having a baby. That I know. I'm done. I'm only knitting for Joe. Whom I love, who's like a family member. Vicariously through Lily. She's long. Let's just look at my face. Do I look like I'm awake? I keep hitting the damn thing. I'm sorry. But that baby sweater should be done by next week. I hope to have that to show you. But again, I will be dying all stinking week and weekend probably, due to a mix-up with my fiber. Let's just say if you invert some numbers in my address, that does not exist. Yeah. Okay, so, snuggle time. Snuggle presses time. I know you've all been waiting for it. Whee! We kicked some butt this year. We didn't kick last year's butt, which is okay. I mean, we didn't have... In the grand scheme of things, the podcasters weren't out in full force, which is completely understandable. We're all very busy people. And I'm just glad for those that participated, who participated and had fun. And quite frankly, I don't do it for the podcasters, I do it for the viewers. And y'all went crazy, and that's what I love to see. Even when I can't go crazy because I have some sort of mental block. So, I have no idea where I'm going to start. Okay, there is a Google Doc. I am pulling all the numbers from the Google Doc. Now, I posted the Google Doc link on the top of the intro to the thread for the photos. We all know how this works because people will take pictures of 10 or 12 snuggles in one shot, which has been done multiple times. And I don't mind. That's why we make the Google Doc. So they get 10 or 12 entries, but it will jar the numbers, so don't go by the thread numbers. Having said that, all the tabulations are in, and if I am incorrect, we'll just have to deal with it, because there is only so much spreadsheeting and number crunching me and my minions can do. So, I have my giant sheet here. I've got my Google Doc, I've got my giant sheet. Shall we get into it? Do we want to know who the big winners are? Do we? I know I do. Actually, I know and you don't. Alrighty, so you would have thought I would have stacked this better, right? You would have. Okay. Yardage. Top 3 yardage. We will be doing top 3 yardage, top 3 numbers, podcasters, the big dog prizes, the trifectas, and the randoms. Now, if you won for yardage, you can't win for numbers, and vice versa. Because otherwise, you know, you probably have like 2 people repeating. Anybody can win in the random, anybody can win in the trifecta, and anybody can win in the big dog, but you cannot double win in yardage and number. How's that? So for yardage, coming in at a whopping 14,125 yards. Winning the prize. It's more than just a prize, because let's face it, the number 1 yardage and the number 1 numbers deserve big prizes. The Zigzag Stitches bag. It has knitting needles on it. This is it folded flat. It's actually a box bag. I just don't want to uncrease it and make it look all wonky. It has yarn on the inside with this cute little squared pockets. There's pockets on the insides. They're nice. It's a nice big pockets. You stick some stuff in there like your stitch markers, which are from Flancers, I believe. And it has little doggy bone on it. Little doggy bone. Anywho, so you've got that. inside your bag. And with that, you're getting 2 skeins of yarn. Oh, master yardage person. Are you ready for this? You're getting a skein of Dream Everlasting 8-ply sock yarn in the Bitter colorway. And to go with it, Daylily in the Everlasting Dream. It is a gorgeous fall colors, That'll make a great shawl, should you feel like shawling, or socks, should you feel like socking, or whatever else you dang well please. And this wonderful prize to the person who knit 14,125 yards is KPAR62. So KPAR62, contact moi. Thank you. Number 2 up on the list with a not too shabby 10,994 yards. Give it up for 4 kitties have I. And she's getting a skein of Fitch Knit self-striping yarn. And this is in the 42 degrees opposite the sun colorway. And this is actually so bright it hurts my eyes to look at it right now. It is a 75, 20, and 5 superwash merino nylon stellina. This is sparkly. Melanie, get a hold of me. I know I have your address, but seriously, just still get a hold of me because that's the way we roll. And winning. Okay, I had this pulled up and then everything kind of went to hell. Winning a prize from a lovely viewer that shall be sent via not my mail, not via me, how's that, it's the Highland Handmade Sugar Maple Sock, bouncing with Brody colorway. It's a 75-25 wool nylon, 425 yards, it looks like that. The person who won that for knitting up 3,936 yards, which is altogether not shabby either, is I love my iPad. I love my iPad too. I can understand. Now, numbers. Top number knits. I have a giant stack over here. You have no idea. I just have to say, to the viewers who support this, I love you all. You make it a lot easier on me. Because let me tell you, between this and shipping, it's insane. Winning a adorable, this is also a Zigzag Stitches box bag. It's a smaller one. It is filled with a lovely dress forms and sewing machines and such, and a little set of stitch markers with a kitty. And a skein of Leading Men Fiber Arts in the Sucker Punch colorway, in the Showcase base, which is 100% superwash merino fingering weight. Very pretty. The top number winner is, and I'm going to pronounce it wrong, Queen Ribbit. There's no U, but I will call you Queen Ribbit anyway. With 33 snuggles. Not too shabby. Now, here's the interesting thing for you. There was a tie for second and third place. There was a tie. 2 people came in with 30. The first person is Am I? Yes I Am, or Amy, Yes I Am. I'm not sure how you want to say it. You, my dear, win this a lovely skein of Tosh DK in the Fjord colorway, and some cute little stitch markers with the puppy bowl. So hook me up with your address. They're all going over there once they've been. And tell me what you won, if you can remember, because that would make it a lot easier. And then number 2, the winner is Or number 3, sorry. Number 3, the winner is the winner of the Ella Ray Lace Merino in color 117. Extra fine merino in gorgeous orangey colorway. Orangey red and purple. Very pretty. Is Nani Nunes. Nani Nunes. Nani Nunes. Nani Nunez. Either way, contact me. Now, podcasters. The top one was, she was in the, actually we have 2 contenders from last year and a new one. She's the top one from last year, and that would be Dragonfly Source, Vicky. Vicky, Dreaming Color Smooshie in this gorgeous purpley colorway. It is, I have no idea what the colorway is. I can't tell from here. But I do know that it's gorgeously pink and purple. Well, not pink. It's not a pink, because I wouldn't like the pink, and it's not a pink. So you get the Dream Smooshie. Coming in number 2. Number 2 in the podcast category would be the Dark Horse new entry, who thought she wouldn't do it. She didn't actually think she'd get there. For the Knit Sip podcast, you got a Geek's Yarn. Doo-doo. It is very pretty. It's blues and browns and yummy. It is 75% merino, 25% nylon, machine washable, fingering weight. It does not say how much it is, but it is gorgeous and you will love it. Unless you don't like blue or brown, in which case, I'm sorry. I feel bad if you don't like these colors. I don't feel bad that I'm giving you them. I feel bad for you that you don't like them if you don't like them, but I think you like them. I'm going to assume you like them. Either way, give me a shout, give me your address. Lastly, coming from our lovely donator, and going to Katie of Knitting on the Fly, who's getting married this July. I was going to say June. June and July. They're bad months for me. I'm going to invert them as many times as I can. You will be getting Space Cadet yarns in the Enticement colorway. Ta-da! So shoot me off your address. I will pass that along. And okay. So now I bet we all want to know who gets it. It's still in its bag, man. Because if it stays out too long, it'll be hard to give it away. And I have no idea what the weird different for this is. You can see it underneath. Of course, whoever wants to can pull it off. Maybe it's Leppy or Leggy or something. It's gorgeous, either way. And it is the Big Dog Prize. Now, for the big dogs, I have cut out everybody's name. They're in my lovely Tangerine Designs bag. As you can see, there's a whole little stack of the buggers. You're just going to have to take me on my word that everybody's in there. And Lord, should you trust me, because let me tell you, this is not an easy thing to pull off. And the winner of this particular prize is Crouching Cheese. Crouching Cheese, and I spelled your name wrong. I know it's with an S, but Crouching Cheese, who has a dachshund as her avatar. You won the Wollmice. The Wollmice. Shoot me off your address. You will not get this bag. I will put it in a new bag. And I decided to do another big dog one because, like I said, we had a very generous bequeather of gifts who couldn't participate to the fullest this year. So bequeathed us many gifts, and within the bequeathing, I said I would pass everything along, and I'm going to. The Oink Pigment Lexi's Lilies, worsted 230 yards, 100% superwash merino wool, gorgeous greens and oranges and whites and yummy. And the winner of that is... Now, crouching cheese. If you win twice in this one, you don't get it. Okay? Are we okay with that? Before I pull out a name, can we be okay with that? I'm making the rules up as I go. Nope. The winner is Flancers. Flancers. Shoot me off your address. I have it somewhere, but I can't be bothered to find it. Actually, I think it's on my kitchen table. But, either way, send it off to me. Tell me which one. Where's my pen? Ah, there's my pen. I need to... Oh, hey, don't do that. Thank you. I need to write these down. Okay, so crouching. Cheese. And Flancers. Okay. So for the trifecta, I will be random number generating. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, 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 meow. Be random number generating off of the trifecta. For first thing we're going to do is the copy of Doomsday Knits, which is being donated to the podcast. And I have to get to random.org. And we will be going from post number 1, or no, number 2, because I'm post number 1. So post number 2 to post 13. This is about, I know it's not that much fun to watch. And generate. The first winner is number 10. Who's number 10? Who's number 10? I'm going to say this wrong. So for the copy of Doomsday Knits, get in contact with me. I will put you forth to the person. It's Debris UK. Debris UK. I'm not sure if that's Debris or Debris. Either way, you're adorable. I like your animal print. Now, for the second one, because I said I've got a lot, so I'm paying it forward. The second trifecta drawing will be for this skein of Highland Handmaids. It is the Mountain Laurel Lace, which is 70% baby alpaca, 30% silk, 1,000 yards in the White Brook colorway. So I will just be hitting generate again. Hold on. I have to write debris down, or debris. Okay, so 2 and 13 generating again. Boom! The winner is number 3. Number 3, who's number 3? Number 3. Number 3 is Am I? Yes I Am. Or Amy, Yes I Am. I'm not sure. So there you have it. Okay. Okay. Next up. This gorgeous bag that Bev made, which is gorgeous and wonderful and awesome. And it has some stitch markers that have kitties on it. And 2 skeins of lace weight. Carabelle Yarns lace weight. It's gorgeous. Are you excited? Do you even know what this is for? No, you don't, because this is a surprise. This is actually and I'm the podcaster, so I can make up the rules. This is a special one, and because it's from a special person, I decided it needed to have a special category. And this one is going to, and I picked this already, so deal with it, Puffy Griffinclaw. Puffy Griffinclaw. You may wonder why. If you go through the pages and you find the one that Puffy Griffinclaw made, you will see that she made a snuggle and dedicated it to her family, to her mother and father. Her father, who is a cat lover and is probably sitting up in heaven with a cat up on his lap. And quite frankly, if you read the story and look at the pictures and you don't want to cry, if there's not a tear dwelling in the cockle of your soul, you have no heart. Either way, it touched me. It was very patriotic. It was very beautiful. And I decided she needed to have her own little prize if she did. So, I love Bev and everything Bev stands for. And I know that Bev would love you to have this bag. And I figured it needed to have yarn in it. Because Puffy Griffinclaw, that is beautiful. It is beautiful and wonderful. And I'm really glad that you shared that with us. And before I get emotional, because I can remember the post, and I'm not going to read it to you guys, Puffy Griffinclaw. Random prize. Now we're getting into the randomly random prizes. The randomly randoms. So I have to get my little thingy out. Okay. So a couple prizes coming from an anonymous donor. A currently anonymous donor. So send your address my way. The first drawing we will make will be for Fiber Nymph Dye Works, 490 yards of fingering weight and 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon in the Reese's Pieces colorway. Ta-da! So, we will go to our Google Docs spreadsheet. I will get my phone open again. My leg just totally fell asleep. Pins and needles. Oh my god. Okay, so the minimum number is 1. Not smiley face. 1. And the maximum number is 302. Which is pretty good as far as I'm concerned. So for the Fiber Nymph, our answer is 246. Unless, of course, No, I think anybody can win in this one. 246. 246 is K-Par 62. Well done, K-Par. You kicked some righteous butt there. So, K-Par 62. Also, from our benevolent benefactress, a gorgeous Girl Cave bag. Probably a good thing she didn't send it here. I would totally keep that bag. Actually, I wouldn't, but I would really want to. And I will hit generate. 109. 109 is on page 1. I like that. You can't win more than once in the random. That's going to be my rule. But I don't have to worry because that person is Am I Yes I Am or Amy Yes I Am. Wow, you're kicking some butt here, woman. Am I Yes I Am. Okay. Lastly, from our benevolent benefactress, is the Cool Girl's Guide to Crochet by Nikki Trench. I will hit generate. The answer is 78. Actually, the answer is always 42. And that would be Keen Ribbit, Queenribbit. Not Queen, Keen. Keen. I'm just gonna butcher that. You're also kicking some butt. I'm down with that. Let the butts be kicked. Okay. And now we move into the final round. So we have Okay, hold on. There's only so many ways Sadie can bend. Ha! Now that my box is like dwindling. Okay, so we have some gorgeous Habu textiles. It's silk in colorway 37. It's a gorgeous blue. It is definitely a lace weight, 530 yards a piece. It's yummy. So for the Habu, we will generate. And the result is 4. How often does that happen? Like right in the top ones. Who's number 4? That's K-Par. Sorry, K-Par. Did you already win? Yes, you did. You already won once in the random. You can only win once in the random. I just made that rule up, but that's what we're doing because you're getting like 2 prizes anyway. So I'm going to regenerate. And the answer is 287, which I believe is on page 2. Next. Yes, it is. And 287 is Nani Nunes. You've won once in this, so there you go. Nani. Again, get a hold of me. Just grab me. Grab me by the hair and say, hey. Actually, don't. And I take a sip of my coffee. Next up is a skein of Dreadnought yarn and fiber, Fearless color, handspun yarn. It's very pretty reds. I'm going to hit generate. Ta-da! 278. 278 is MISIM. And you already won, so you get to be regenerated. Sorry. And the new answer is 231. Which is way at the bottom. Which is Keen Ribbit. And you totally just won 2. So I'm going to regenerate you. And that would give us 298. I should just keep hitting generate until but I don't want to be like a bad person here. So 298. Next. Listen to me, iPad. 298 is Hale's Knits. Well done, Haley. And Haley, of course, is of the Knit 2 Together podcast. So you've won that skein, my dear. Again, shoot me off your information. Then we have, wait, this one goes over here. Oink. Then we have a skein of Zigzag King Cole self-striping. It's very masculine. It'd be great for a husband or you. Just be great for socks. Self-striping great for socks. Generate number 63. Number 63. Who are you? 63 is MISIM, so I have to regenerate. 217. I'm going as fast as I can here, folks. And 217 is Mimi D. So, Mimi D, get a hold of me. M-I-M-I-D. How many more do we have here? We have 3 more prizes. 3 more. Okay. We have a skein of gorgeous Lonesome Stone knits. It is a orangey, brownie, hard to get. There we go. There we go. It's pretty. And that one is generate. Number 51, let's make sure 51 is someone who hasn't won a million times yet. And it's not, it's Susan Q Knits. So Susan Q Knits. Protect me. I'm just like wigging yarn around in here. Next up, this gorgeous skein of orangey. It's bright orange, it's vibrant, it's pumpkin. You would not, that's not going to pick up on the screen. Lace Merino by Ella Ray. We're going to hit generate. Generated number 25. 25, 25, 25 is 4 kitties have I. And you have not won anything yet in random. So 4 kitties have I. Ta-da! And last but not leastly, we've got the Revelations of a Delusional Knitter in this gorgeous violets colorway. It's very beautiful purples. Very beautiful. The last prize. Who does the last prize go to? Number 129. Barring complications, of course. And it's KPAR 62. 31s, we're going to regenerate you. The new one is 175. Feel like I'm like a bingo caller right now. 175 is Ella's Stitches. ELIZSTITCHES. Or Z. I don't know. ZZ. American, Canadian, whatever. So, all you grand, wonderful, masterful people, you should get a hold of me. I'm not getting a hold of you. You have 1 month. You have 1 month. You have 1 month to get a hold of me. Otherwise, they're all going back in the bin for next year. So, this is the conclusion of Snuggles 2014. I believe. Is it 2014 or is it 2013? What year is it? Oh my god, did I just totally blank on the year? I did. Oh well. No, it's 2014 because I got married in 2013. That's how I remember. 13 in the year of my marriage. Life is grand. So, that's everything I've got for you this week. Most of it was prize drawings, but hey, gotta celebrate the Snuggle Lovin'. We were able to donate triple digits to our wonderful charities picked for the cats and the dogs, which is awesome. Keep an eye on the Knitter's Nightmare board. That's where you will find out when the Armed Forces fingering stripes go up. And aside from that, I will see everybody next week.